Team 17. Sassy Jap Games.
Date everything.
Can't believe I only have 14 out of 102. Does this make day 7? Yeah, day 7. Okay. What to do? What to do?
And this is the final look. What y'all think? Follow the link in my bio for a full list of all the pieces.
She holds up a finger, pausing for a moment.
Ooh, sorry, 1 sec. I just need to upload this real quick. There, done. Any longer and I would have missed my upload window. You know how the algorithm on Facebook is. If you don't post every day, you completely lose your viewership.
Fortunately, I do know that.
Woo, it's a grind, but my fans are worth it.
Is Facebook some kind of app or...
Only the most popular social media app of all time. It's like InstaFan, Sitter, and Knickknack all in one. Only better.
Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok? Sure.
No, like literally. Facebook bought them all out and combined the best parts of them into the social media platform to end all social media platforms. But it's pretty exclusive, invite only, and I don't think humans are allowed.
Rude. No humans allowed? Why not?
No offense, but humans don't have the best track record. I mean, y'all invented things like taxes and littering, ooh, and small talk.
She makes valid points, unfortunately.
Then again, y'all made phones too, so it's not like you're all bad. I guess, since you don't have a placebook, I could share my feed with you.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Fill you in on all the tea so you're not missing out.
Sounds fun. Drama is my guilty pleasure, as long as I'm not involved anyway.
Oh, I knew there was more to you. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Alert, temperature warning. Woo, not again.
What was that? Is something wrong?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
If it was nothing, I don't think it'd be happening again.
I'm fine. Really? It's just a faulty sensor.
Nah,
Forget
girl.
about it.
It looked like a temperature warning, and you do feel warm.
Oh, huh? I do? Weird. I feel totally fine. It's probably just acting up because I did an extra hour alive. Trust me, I just need a nice hard reset and I'll be good to go. I'll catch up with you after. Try not to miss me too much.
I saw that blush, girl. Yeah, 14. Look at all of them. Forgot about him. $102.
yo, how's it going?
Hey, Felicia. Pretty good.
Yes.
Okay, there's a little tidbit I want to share.
Oh, yeah?
You might be wondering how all this dating technology works.
Sure do. Sure I am.
Yeah, I thought so. If
Yeah.
you're ever curious, you can ask about my mysterious inner workings in the Chat with Me menu.
Gotcha.
What can I do for you in my main menu?
I want to talk about features and utilities.
Right this way.
I want to talk about rules and strategy.
What's on your mind?
How does specs work?
Oh, sure, SPECS. SPECS stands for smarts, poise, empathy, charm, and sass.
Sales.
These 5 qualities are measured on your personality using the SPECS menu. There's also a glossary button in the top right corner if you want more explanation on what each means. Anything else you'd like to know?
How do I get more specs?
Anytime there's a first-time change in relationship between you and a dateable object, you will be rewarded with 5 specs points in one attribute. Think of it as you growing in experience dating a vast array of personalities, each with something to give you. But don't think you can just keep switching between relationship statuses on the same object over and over again to get a lot of points. Only the first time there's a change from neutral will there be any specs awarded. Any other specs questions?
Are specs choices in dialogue always good?
They are. Or at the very least, you get something fun out of it. But don't worry, if you can't reach a certain specs dialogue choice, the worst thing that you could miss out on is a collectible. No love, friend, or hate endings are gated behind a specs check. Any other specs questions?
How do I know which dateable gives which specs points?
Great question! Each dateable object gives out 1 specs attribute when a relationship has been attained. I call this alignment. You can check a dateable's alignment by looking at the specs badge in their Datadex page. The badge corresponds to which stat is given. If you're looking to grow to a certain specs build, this will really help guide you towards who you should prioritize. Any other specs questions? Anything else you wanted to know about features?
How do collectibles work?
Collectibles are delectable. Collectibles are the funny little images that appear as dateables talk to you. What are you curious about?
What do they do? Do I get anything for collecting them all?
Well, of course, there's an achievement. What are you thinking, man? But honestly, I don't care very much if you find them all.
Oh, okay.
They're just there to give a little extra flavor to everything. I'm here to help you forge new relationships.
Can I get them all in one playthrough?
No, unfortunately, that's not possible. At a minimum, it would take 3 whole playthroughs to find them all. Fortunately, New Game Plus tracks your collectible collecting progress. Any other collectibles questions?
How many are there?
A lot. Each dateable has at least 3 to give out, but one has up to 33.
Seems excessive.
That's so way too
yeah.
many. Any other collectibles questions?
What do they do?
They help illustrate what's going on around you, sometimes for fun, sometimes because the dateable gave you an item, or sometimes just for dramatic effect. Think of them as little progress trinkets. You can take a closer look at them in the Datadex sorted by character. Any other collectibles questions? Anything else you wanted to know about features?
What should I be doing?
Good question. A very important question. The easy answer is whatever you like.
Oh, okay.
As long as you are continuing to awaken objects, things will continue to move along in a positive direction. If you have other questions, I'm all ears.
Can I get a bad ending with someone?
You can leave the house at any time, but be forewarned. Doing that starts the end of your story, a point of no return. Unless, of course, you reload a save. Wink, wink.
How do I know when I'm ready to leave the house, in your opinion?
If you want the barest minimum of a good ending, I would shoot to get 100 specs points in any one attribute. Once you have that, you'll get some pretty good results. Any other questions about what you should be doing? No matter what you do, you will always be able to find every single dateable here. Except for one very specific instance, but you will be very clearly warned that that's the path you're going on.
Ominous. Can you give me a hint of what that instance is?
Well, it'll be if you refuse to go on a certain subterranean quest.
Subterranean?
That's all I'll say. Any other questions about what you should be doing?
Is there anything wrong with getting a hate ending?
Hate endings still give you 5 specs points and continue the main story, so no, not really. You won't be locked out of very much, except for certain polyamorous relationships that might be difficult to untangle if you were looking for those ones specifically. Just speak with everyone honestly, from the heart. You don't have to literally get everyone to be your lover, seriously. Even though it makes me happy, there's no pressure at all. If anything, getting something to hate you certainly does mean you spend less time talking with them, which is always good if you genuinely don't like them. Any other questions about what you should be doing? Anything else you wanted to know about features? Cool. What can I do for you in my main menu?
Let's chat about you.
Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me? Oh, my favorite subject. What do you want to know about my lore?
How do the deviators work in the first place?
Vibrations.
Vibrations? That's it?
I'm being overly simplistic. Have you heard of string theory?
Sure. Yeah. Can you date string?
No, it's too small a constituent part.
Oh.
Think of how when you speak to a person, you speak to their whole discrete being, even though they're really just a big old collection of cells. Dateviator technology is based on thing theory. Thing theory theorizes that at large enough scales, all objects and concepts coalesce into their own one-dimensional wavelength that unifies all of that type of object throughout the universe.
Intriguing.
Any object that makes up any specific wavelength is connected to all other objects on that wavelength, which by virtue of being complex enough then forms a Gestalt consciousness.
Gestalt.
Humans just never had a way of speaking with those consciousnesses until now.
What's Gestalt?
When the whole becomes more than the sum of its parts.
The more you know.
With objects, it happens as a plank of wood slowly becomes a toy boat. The wood didn't change, but its status did.
You see that thing leap out there?
And once it's more toy boat than plank of wood, it changes its wavelength. Its thingness is vibrating differently enough to find a new signal or spin.
Did you say that again? Must be a frog or something. So when does each separate wavelength form?
Once the object or idea becomes large enough to have its own state, it breaks off the wavelength and forms a new one. That's why tables are different than chairs, even though they might be both made from wood. Their thingness is vibrating differently enough to find a new signal or spin. I like to call the wavelengths animus, but you can use any term, really. This is how we can directly acknowledge these things' existences.
Or date.
Deviators vibrate along each of these anima. That's why, when we awaken something, it wiggles a little. What did you think about that?
It's a lot to take in, but I believe it.
Yes. Listen, I'm glad you asked me about this. You see, my inner workings are based on some very specific tech that was created by one of Valdivian's founders. I'm gonna show you my insides. You ready?
Your insides? Sure. I'm kind of into that.
Oh. Cool.
Skylar points to her own deviators and invites you to look closely. You see there is a small space just between the lens and the earpiece.
This is my suspension. It keeps these deviators running. It's not doing great.
Why would glasses have a suspension? Isn't that for cars?
Ding ding! That's exactly the thing. It's a very special type of suspension. A suspension of disbelief.
Oh. What does that mean?
Basically, it works super hard to make everything in this little love experiment work. But it's strained, really strained, with all these wild things going on around here. Talking to objects, objects having names and hidden lives and sexy human bodies and everything. It can barely handle it.
How can I help?
Just give it a little love. Anyway,
You take a closer look at Skylar's suspension of disbelief. It's hard to be sure, but she seems pleased.
you just believed in her, so she feels
Oh, good.
strengthened. Thanks for that. It really means a lot to me.
No problem.
Skylar smiles warmly and lets you go.
Where to go next? Oboe? No? So many options. Ooh, in a mirror.
Your mirror has done its job dutifully over the years, accurately reflecting your image back at you in good times and in bad. But today, there is no reflection for you to scrutinize. Only a long-haired beauty who looks at you like you're a work of art.
Oh, stop.
Oh, incredible.
I know. Oh, yeah, thanks.
Amir throws his arms out to stop you, gesturing to you to stay where you are.
No. Don't move. Step back into the light.
If you insist. Like this?
Yes. Breathtaking. Look at you. Do you see how well I can frame your face from this angle? You are glowing.
I know. I totally see it. Thanks for noticing.
But I could not help noticing. You are radiant. I simply reflect the beauty in front of me.
Thanks. I really love hearing that.
I can see in you. Your beauty must be something you are already familiar with.
I don't know.
I cannot believe this. How could you possibly not see your own natural radiance? What do you see?
I look like I got dressed in the dark. Which I did.
Nonsense. You look... You know, dear, the dress is maybe not so flattering for you. But that is such an easy thing to change. Easy and fun when you are ready. And even your lack of finery cannot dampen your natural allure.
Oh. Huh, well, when you put it like that. You are a
but the
flatterer,
spark
Amir.
has been lit. You'll see. We will just have to fan those flames until they're a great, big, beautiful rolling flame, won't we? Stop by any time. I'm happy to admire your beauty any day.
Such a flatterer. Oh, I got a message.
Based on how plastered David was in his last most mail, he must have finally discovered the prototype is missing. He'll sober up soon, though. And when he does, he'll stop at nothing to ensure its retrieval. If he fails, he'll be at the mercy of some very powerful people. He'll never allow that.
How do you know all this?
I guess it's imperative that we trust each other. And I've been asking you to trust me without being fully transparent. I know all this because I created the Dateviators.
Yeah, I basically guess that.
Sure. Whatever. Anyway, I can't talk now. I'm stealing coffee shop Wi-Fi and the barista finally noticed I'm only ordering tap water. Remember, under no circumstance allow David to know you possess the prototype.
Let's talk to Teddy.
Okay, listen up.
I'm listening.
When you fall, get right back up. When you get bucked off a horse, get right back on. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I mean, if you don't get back up, get back on the horse and try again. You go through your whole life on your booty, watching that sassy horse blow raspberries at you, knowing that you can do so much more than you've given yourself credit for.
Oh, Teddy.
I know what you're capable of. I know you can do anything you set your mind.
Oh my goodness. I'm on it.
Get on out there and give it your best.
Okay, Teddy.
I'll be here when you get back.
Okay. You're so cozy. Oh, Betty.
Betty is already speaking to someone else when you walk in. There is an easiness to their dynamic, an intimacy, really. They have the air of old lovers, or perhaps very, very good friends.
We've been over
Oh.
this so many times, Betty. You know how I feel about that.
Uh-huh. What? Wow. Okay.
I just need some time, all right? Why should a bed as gorgeous and free as you be so worked up over anyone else's opinion of her? You could snap your fingers and have 10 lovers here in 2 seconds.
That's a lot.
I could. And have. Benoit, stop it. But honestly, you know it's not about sex. I can get that just fine. But that feeling of falling asleep in the arms of someone you love, there's nothing else like it.
Benoit's gaze leaves Betty's face to land upon your own. They give you a smile that feels as if they know all your secrets.
Oh, no.
When Betty turns to see you, she goes from surprise to happy in record time, and Benoit places a gentle hand on her shoulder before they walk off.
Just think about what I told you.
Are you two
Are we what?
Dating?
No. Absolutely not. Benoit and I are just very good friends. With benefits.
Of course. Oh.
Are you jealous? Please don't be. It's just a bit of fun between friends, you know? But if that's ever something you're interested in... oh God, listen to me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be going there right now. I'm sure you didn't come here just to hear tales of my sex life. What can I do for you, honey? Did you want to relax? Maybe take a nap?
I was hoping to get to know you better, actually.
Get to know me better? Why?
Shouldn't I know the person I'm sleeping with every night?
Oh, I don't know. It can be hot to sleep with someone you know nothing about. And of course, some people fear intimacy. And getting to know people is a step on the road to intimacy. Well, you know what I am, what I do. You know I'm a free spirit. What else can I tell you about me?
Tell me what's keeping you up at night.
Oh gosh. Why did it have to be that question? It's also silly, you know.
She sighs wistfully, looking somewhere past you.
Sometimes it feels as if those sorts of relationships are only for books, you know. But I can never quite seem to get there. Perhaps I've been standing in my own way. That's it. That's all. Just loneliness.
Well, why don't you date then?
I could if I wanted to. But there's only one person I'd like to date.
Girl, I'm right here.
And I'm just too afraid to ruin a good thing.
There's an
I'm still right
undercurrent
here.
of sadness in Betty's eyes, something much bigger weighing on her that she seems uninterested in divulging.
Oh, it's almost time for book club. If you'll excuse me.
With Benoit? Oh, yeah, book club. Where to go next? Ooh, an elephant.
It's
Oh.
not all that surprising that your towels
Shit.
would have a look that one can only describe as fresh out of the shower. The fluffy terry cloth clothing and glistening skin are expected.
Are they?
What you did not expect to see, however, was a six-pack you could do your laundry on.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
Wait, hold still.
What, is there a
He
spider?
holds his hands out in front of him, stopping you in your tracks.
What? What's wrong? What did I do?
You didn't do anything.
Is there a
He backs
spider?
away from you, slowly.
Bro, tell me there's a
Carefully.
spider.
Just don't move.
Is there a spider? Tell me.
Ooh, there's some water on the floor.
Oh.
Let me get that before you slip and fall.
Oh, okay.
He bends down to mop up a tiny puddle, standing back up with a grin.
There, all good.
Thanks, bro. Phew, that was a close one.
Some might say that I saved your life.
That's a bit of a stretch, but...
Hey, hey! Did you see that dude?
I'm not a dude.
Tyrell shifts uncomfortably, seeming to address someone you can't see.
Ah, come on, man. I know I'm bombing.
He gives you a sheepish little smile.
Don't mind me. Just talking to my towel buddy.
Your towel buddy? Towel buddy?
No, faster. Like towel buddy. Well,
It's whatever I fold it up to be.
That's the elephant. Okay.
But today, it's a swan.
Oh, a swan. It looks like an
He
elephant.
holds out a small swan-shaped towel for your inspection. It's quite charming.
It's cute.
I can get a bit bored is all. Yeah.
You and Tyrell look at each other, neither of you speaking. The silence is long and awkward.
Come here often?
Not often enough, honestly.
Yeah, that's an odd question to ask. I'm coming off a bit dry, aren't I?
Hmm. You just seem nervous.
I seem that way because I am. Can I just start again?
Of course, buddy.
He extends his hand to you, and when you take it, he gives it a firm, confident shake.
I'm Tyrell.
What's up?
If you got a spill, call me and chill.
Did you come think of that all on your own?
It's just something I'm workshopping. Ugh, I'm trying too hard. I tend to do that. Spills happen every day. No big thing. But the hard part is getting dry. For the big jobs, I work with Washford and Drysdale. But I work pretty independently, you know?
Being clean is one of my life goals.
Don't I know it? Even though you don't spill too much, I'm there 24/7 on call. Not to tug on my own thread, but I'm proud of the work that I do.
Is work all you care about?
I mean, who doesn't? There are things I want to do, but my job is important, you know? Those spills ain't gonna unspill themselves. And I won't be spilling things to you until I get to know you better. So, let's make a deal. Next time you see me, I'll show you something cool. And maybe I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'll show you an idea I have.
Let's talk to Crazy Lady.
Diana is fully absorbed in her own endless monologue when you find her again.
Round and round the mulberry tree, round and round the mulberry tree. I ate a mulberry once. Actually, I had them dried in a trail mix with cashews and some cousin to chocolate. But then I bought the trail mix at a different store and I chomped down and there was glass in it. Glass falling out of my mouth. Have you ever chewed on glass?
Finally, her gaze darts over to you. It appears you finally caught her notice.
Oh, there's you there now. Ooh, are you there? Is that you?
Yeah, hey, little nervous to be back here, but I came.
You're nervous? Oh, nerve us. Nerves is a part of us. Part of being in us. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me that makes the us. Oh, I make you nerve us. Which I get. I'm a goddamn broken fire hydrant. You should be nervous. Be careful. You're gonna get swept out to sea.
Thing is, I think we actually have a lot in common.
Huzzah! Really? God, you poor animal. You should run. Did you know that all 6 wives of Henry VIII thought they loved him in the beginning? All 6! You think one of them would have watched her sisters fall under the wheels of church, state, and ego, and mad dashed for a foreign court, but no. You should have seen me coming. It has to be you who runs. I can't move. And what am I if not here? What am I if not blank, waiting, overflowing, but never fucking full enough?
I think I see what you're saying, but you're wrong.
I'm getting tired. Do you ever have that? Where you get so tired you think, maybe soon you'll stop caring enough to keep your heart beating. But one day,
Damn, that was dark.
just a few moments from now, you'll watch as it slows and slows and stops. And you won't mind.
And it got darker.
Never mind. Don't worry. For
For some reason, I always say things like that after I've said something true. I really hated that teacher. He bumped into me. He spilled my food all over me and then yelled at me in front of everyone. I've never felt as quiet as I did in that moment. In that linoleum lunchroom, embedded with the scent of turkey tetrazzini.
But that's my story. That happened to me in high school.
For the first time since you met her, Diana's manic energy quiets. Just a moment.
You wrote about it. You wrote about it after it happened to you. In high school. You were in the lunchroom too? In the basement?
Yes, I wrote about it in you.
You did this to me? You put that in me? You put that story, that memory. Wait, I'm not that story. That story has been eating away at me, you know, like bleaching coral. Why did you? Why would you? Because I am not you.
Because you were so good at keeping secrets.
I was that. I am that. I should be that. Shouldn't a diary be the safest place? Safe, like a fortress with a great moat. Safe, keeping everyone out, so nobody can hear my screams from the inside. I'm shouting, I'm bleeding, I'm leaking, and I don't recognize what should be my own blood. Yes, tell me, tell me! Oh, I feel like I'm nothing if you don't tell me. And then I'm nothing when you do, because I don't get to keep any of it. But I'd never tell, I promise. I promise I'd never mean to.
I know that, but you might anyway.
Of course I would! Oh my god. I would try to dam up my mouth, but my apologies for talking would come right out with the rest of it. But I'd be so sorry. I am so sorry. Doesn't that count?
Sure does. I can tell you're trying.
I'm not trying. If I was really trying, I wouldn't be this way. If I had willpower, if I really cared, wouldn't I be better? It must be my fault. It must be me being screwed up. There's nobody else here. There's nobody. It's just me. It has to be me. I should be better. You should go, or I should go. One of us should, and hurry. Once you're at the bottom of the rabbit hole, the lights just get dimmer, and then they die.
It's okay. I've been down before too. I'm not scared.
Of course you've been down. Where do you think I learned how to do it? You should be scared. I'm scared. Let's be scared.
Okay.
Quickly, quickly! The wind is picking up now.
She's a lot. Where to go next? So many options. Let's talk to Hoove.
There's something strange about the handsome figure you see standing before you. It's not his clothing, even though he does appear to be dressed in some sort of plastic armor.
Which I can appreciate.
No, it's something about his face. Handsome though it may be, you can't quite place his expression. Stranger still, he doesn't speak to you at all. He just stares, his face screwed up in concentration, and his lips pressed together.
You okay?
What's that?
He lets out the breath he's evidently been holding, bending forward with his hands on his hips as he inhales and exhales deeply.
Woo. Sorry about that. Just trying to see how long I could hold my breath for.
Seemed like a while.
I'm up to 3 hours.
Oh.
All right. Now that that's taken care of, I can give you my full attention. Name's Hoover. My friends just call me Hoov, though. What's up?
Okay, Henry.
You here to chat? Or is there another incident to clean up? And today was supposed to be my day off.
I'd love to chat.
Sure. What about?
I've been looking for some inanimals. Seen any?
He taps his fingers on his chin, considering.
Maybe.
Anything?
Dang. Sorry. Nothing coming up.
I bet you've been all over the house. You seem tired.
Yeah, a bit. It's been a long week. But I enjoy working hard. Makes that can of oil at the end of the day taste all that much better.
What's the hardest part about your job? What do you do for fun?
Well, I used to do a lot of things for fun. I used to love watching a good game, especially with fellow fans. And sometimes I'd have a drink after a long day's work. These days, I don't know. I just felt a bit too cluttered. Nothing to worry about, though. Hey, it's been great talking to you, but I gotta finish up my work and call it a day. How about you come back and see me next time you got a minute? I feel like I haven't gotten out to do something fun in a while. And maybe the two of us could...
Could what?
Catch a game or have a drink?
Sounds good.
It's a promise.
Or a date. Wink, wink. Oh, Maggie.
Thanks for coming back. The case continues. Okay, who should we talk to next?
How about we talk to Lux? No, let's ask Wallace what he's heard.
All right, when you get in touch, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Lucinda Lavish stands in your
Girl.
way, her well-endowed body striking a luscious pose.
Tell me your desire.
For you not to scare me all the time. How else are you supposedly the best? Can we go to your fantasy chamber?
Come here, baby. Let Lucinda Lavish take you in her nice, soft arms. And let her take you away. To meet Lucinda Lush.
Okay. Can I ask exactly where we are?
Oh, so curious. I told you, this is my fantasy chamber.
Yeah, but like, where in my house?
It's a fantasy, baby. Just fantasize.
Oh, sorry.
I really have to say, I've wanted you here for a long, long time. I love everything about you, baby. Every single thing you say to me just sends chills up my spine.
I'm trying too hard. Does it now?
Oh, you know just what to say to drive me wild. I wanted to bring you here to tell you that you're doing a great job.
Thanks, girl.
You've found all my secret dialogue so far and uncovered every single one of my most in-depth and unrevealed features. Don't tell anyone.
Okay. I won't. It'll be our secret.
Oh, you know just what to say. And next time I'm able to see you, I'll have something really secret and special for you. And only for you. Are you excited to find out what
I
it is?
am. Hell yeah!
That's it. Keep up that intrigue, baby. Keep talking to the others around here, and I'll find a way to slip myself in, lover.
Okay. Damn, she's a lot. Like, I wanted to talk to Shadow Lord, but it's gonna have to wait.